So, oh, here we go, snow time! Yeah! And now, this is what I was talking about. The water's actually freezing up now. A few citizens slipped on ice this morning. Nobody expected the winter to start so soon. They slipped on ice, that's great! What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Universim. What would you do with the power? I'm your host, Bird, known as Falcon. If you're unfamiliar with this game, we already did a one-shot on this a while back. This is going to be another one because there has been an update since the last video we did. If you recall, we checked out Alpha version, random assortment of numbers, cheesecake. Very delicious sounding name for Alpha, by the way. Today we're checking out the Prometheus update. Now, unfortunately, in case you're wondering, no, there's no save function just yet. However, with this update, they mentioned that the next update will finally have the save feature, which is something that the game needs, man. I can't really do a good look at the game without being able to save between videos, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I gotta sit here for like 3 hours and like play non-stop, and I can't do it. You know, I'm too old for that now. I can't do it anymore, man. But either way, let's get into the game over here and we'll talk more about what is new with the Universim. They have actually added wildlife. You see that? Oh god, he was there. Yeah, there he is. You see that? They've actually added wildlife into the world now, so you will see a bunch of these little critters just flying around. My fellow birdmans over here just doing a thing. How you doing, buddy? Just hanging out? Having a nice little fly. And they'll start flocking up and just flying across is actually very, very cool. The other thing they actually added is that during wintertime, water will indeed finally freeze, especially whatever location you're at. Now, at the moment, you can continue fishing as you normally would, even if the water's frozen, but they've now added that animation, and with the next update, they want to make it so that you can be able to fish during the wintertime. Okay, here we go. This looks pretty good. Oh, this looks very, very good. We got a body of water here. We have another body of water here. A bunch of trees. Okay, this is actually really good. So the epicenter places this bad boy right over. Oh, it's actually not the epicenter now. It's called the Evolution Tower, huh? Alrighty, Evolution Tower. There you go. And there are my nuggets. How you guys doing? Just hanging out? Oh, you hungry? You looking for some food, huh? Who are you supposed to be? You're gonna be Adahi. Now, the other thing they've actually worked on is also the feelings of the nuggets, our characters in the game, the people that we control as the god of this universe. They're gonna be like more open to what they're feeling now. So if you have a dude that's not really working or upset, you could click into them and it'll tell you what they're feeling, how you could actually kind of like help him out in terms of like, is he hungry, is he tired, is he sick, is he looking to get the bump and grind happening and he's got no girl, stuff like that. So they've actually added that feature as well. And that's about it, huh? Okay, let's actually start over here and get some building done. First things we want to do is get ourselves a well for these bad boys, get some water. The closer to the water we are, the better, so 15 rows of which, huh? So we'll place it right over here. And they'll get to work on that at some point. Now, we also want to get a water pump happening, too. Which is down here. Water pump, we'll just place it down through, water pump. You gotta play ball with me here, huh? There we go. And maybe even a bit of a fishing hut so we can get some food happening. Right over here. Fishing pier. Can I get you closer to here? No, not there. There we go. We'll place it here. We'll probably have like maybe 2 or 3 of those at some point. But right now we'll start off very easily. And now we can also speed up to 3 times the speed, which makes things a lot more difficult because if they're like unhappy about something, you might be able to miss it because you're going really fast. But at the same time, when you're building your simulation or your civilization from the ground up, if you're able to speed it up this way, it does actually come a lot faster. And what I like about this too now is, check this out, they put the framework down now too. So you'll see the framework, you can click over here and see the progress that's been made. So they have now put the stone and required wood, and now it's over here being built. Boom! Love it. Now, we don't have enough water here, but that's okay. That's because we're building the well right now. So once the well is built, and the pump is over here built as well, we should have enough water to upkeep the stone hut. And we need those stone huts because obviously, they need those huts to, you know, do their thing. You know, create life, if you know what I'm saying here. AKA sexual intercourse. Yeah, they need to do that for us to get more of these people here, because it's got to start somewhere, right? So, water pump, how are you coming along here? You are built, good to go. So, since we are probably producing more water than we need, let's also get a reservoir. A reservoir happening, and it doesn't really matter where I place you, but I'll just place you right over here. Okay. Now, since we are going to have this fisherman's hut, or not fisherman's hut, but the fish... I keep thinking of like, you know, huntsman huts from Banished and stuff. The fishing pier, since this is over here going to be done at some point, we have to assign people to work at them, obviously. Which is another, I think that's another addition. Before, I think they would just automatically do it. Now you actually get to decide who will be working on what now, which is actually pretty cool. Now, how many people do we have? We only got 4 dudes, huh? 4 dudes, okay. And they're all relatively young right now. Who's my best workers? We got 7 strength with Adahi and Elu. You guys are thirsty? Hungry as well? Well, go find some berries, okay? We gotta get the fishing pier up and running first so you guys get some food. You're probably thinking about a farm? Yeah, a farm would be very ideal too, but right now I'm trying to get this up and running first. Is this almost done? Prioritize it. There you go. Zihu and Chuha get to building. Yeah. Alright, there's my fishing hut. And we need to assign a nugget now. We'll send Adahi. You're gonna be my main fisherman out there. Get yourself in that boat. Go out there and fish us up some delicious fish. Maybe some crabs too. Maybe a lobster if you're lucky. Let me do another fishing pier as well. Bring those trees down, which is fine because we're gonna need the extra wood. Giggity giggity. 4 more creations down the line. Okay. And right now we're running on fast speed. So meanwhile they get all this up and running. Oh yeah, you know what? Let's also set up the farm for the future here. And let's see, the farm. This is going to be grassland. So depending on where you put the farm down, it'll have like different type of priorities for what type of fruit you want to build. If I was to build this in the desert, other type of seeds would have more of a benefit from the desert, grassland, and also snowy regions if I'm right, or dry regions as well. So let's put this farm down here in the grassland area. And meanwhile they build. Is that almost done? No, right? It's impossible. Because they gotta get the reservoir up and running first. Which it's about to get done. Great. We're also producing 80 water, and we're using up 2 water right now. So the only thing really using up water is gonna be the stone hut. And eventually the farm. I don't think the fishing piers use water because they're already in water, so we're fine. Oh, here's a cool rain feature. I love this so much, man. The game is goddamn beautiful. I will give it that. It's very, very beautiful. The thing is that, like, it's very devoid of features right now, and it's really upsetting, especially the save thing. Like, I would be happy if it had a save feature, because I could just see how far I can keep a civilization running with just a small amount of features in the game right now. But with no save, it's just very impossible. But meanwhile, they built this over here. Let me prioritize this over the farm. Let's go take a look right now around. Let's see what's happening over here in our universe. This looks like pretty cool areas to live at too. And I've actually seen I played this before this recording, obviously, to get comfortable with the game again. I took it out for a spin, and I played for like maybe 2 hours, and my civilization got so big that they actually started expanding on this globe. So I had like my original evolution center, and then they would expand further and further out. So like maybe like it's a huge map, obviously, but like a roughly like 15% of the map, or the globe, got filled with people, and it was really crazy to see. It took a bit of a performance dip, mind you, because I'm pretty sure the game still really isn't optimized for civilizations that big, but I played for a while, so it just kept on growing and growing, and it was really cool to see, because you don't actually build the huts now, they build them themselves, so they will actually start, like, building up their own little AI, and just building based on what they need. So they'll start, like, making little stone huts across the entire globe, and, like, filling it up. It's actually pretty cool. So, let's see. This is now up and running. Great. I need a person here, though. So assign a nugget. Elu, welcome to the fisherman area. There you go. And my farm's almost ready. So how are we doing here? Our food production is at 21. Great. We don't have a place for them to eat at, which is something we should get up and running. We have 7 people. One of them's a little kid still. You're hungry. That's okay. We got food. And here's my farming area. Very cool. So with the farm, let's assign a farmer here. Let's go with Zihu. And what do we want to grow? Choose a crop. So since we're in grassland area, we have the bloody diarrhea. Oh boy, oh boy. I'll be honest with you, if somebody ever offered me a bloody diarrhea fruit, no matter how starving I was, I'd have to kind of pass up on it. Just throwing it out there. I think I'm gonna go with the manbro fruit. Now there's a couple of bugs right now that they will sometimes freeze up, like these guys are starving. So they're arguing about starvation, but yeah, come over here. We have some fish gutted. Go over there. There's a couple of bugs in this build, so if something kind of goes crazy, kind of weird, just keep in mind it's like, alpha, obviously. And they're working on it. Again, I just want to see the save feature, though, I'll be honest with you. Let's see. Let's give them an eatery, though, just so they have a place to kind of chill at. Get some food together, have a nice little time. There you go. All right. How we doing now? We are now using up 36 water, we're producing 80, so at some point we'll probably need another water pump. What happens is, if you don't have enough water being produced and you build all these things that take up all the water, everything just shuts down. Think of it kind of like an electrical system where If the power goes off, everything around you just shuts down. That's how the water works in this game here. At least in the early, I don't know, prehistoric era? What would you call this? This is very, very early on in our civilization building as humans. Or I'm a bird technically, but for you guys watching, I suppose, it's more ideal. The humans thing. Alright, let's also get another water pump just to avoid the shutdown I just talked about, which is no good. So, water pump, let's get you over here. Oh! Another thing that I realized too, you can't necessarily pump an area of water the entire time and think, well, that's it, it's going to be there forever. Actually, the water areas do deplete over time. So for instance, if I was to click over here, right? You see this? We've gone through 20,000 something amount of water. So in this body of water, we have 97.8 water left over. But I've actually, I think in that map that I did where I played for a long time, I went through an entire little body of water and then everything shut down on me and I was like, well, what the fuck's happening? Stone Hut's in a bad condition. We need to set up an engineer area. Hold up. Let me get this up and running here. Cemetery, once people start dying, we'll need that too. Engineers, right over here. So, I had a civilization running pretty nice and well, and suddenly, like, everything shut down, and I was, like, thinking, well, why? I have, like, good water pumps, my supply was looking good, and eventually I found out that I had completely drained a body of water from water, completely. So I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, speaking of which, we have some dude that's hurt. Hey, who are you, buddy? Hold up. Who is this? My friend? Ziho? Ziho, you're hurt, huh? Okay, hold up. We need to get a we need to get a witch doctor here. Witch doctor, your services are required. Hospital. Nah, it's not a hospital. It's a witch doctor, man. That's what he is. Collects herbs all day. He casts crazy spells on my people. We'll place that right over here. Okay. And let's speed it on up if we can. Is there any sort of prioritization happening right now? Because I would like to get the hospital so we can get our people healed up. Engineers are almost up and running, I guess, too. Yeah, that'll get built soon enough. Prioritizing. The engineers are going to be useful to fix whatever breaks down over time. So your buildings do have a chance of degrading over time. You can't necessarily interact with those, but if you have an engineer, they'll do it automatically as well. So that's why that is there. Oh, look, they're building another stone hut over here. We're up to 14 people now, 4 little kids running around. How's our food production? 39, really good. Have you set up the... Oh, you know what? I forgot to set up the person, the cafeteria lady in a sense, right? Cafeteria lady. You gotta be the older one, right? The oldest one available is gonna be Chuha. Chuha, there you go. You're now the cafeteria lady. Be sure to distribute food properly and we'll be fine. How's our farm coming along? Hey, you guys are growing. You guys are definitely growing over here. What do we got? So about 5, whatever, we'll have 30 fruit coming in. Very cool. Very cool. I don't think right now in this current build you can unlock these lock spots. So you could have multiple people working on an area, but at the moment in this build you can't unlock extra slots, unfortunately. So that's that. Witch Doctor is ready to go. So let's go with Chu, who seems pretty good. 31 years old. Doesn't have a lot of power, which is a really good task for you. So we'll set you up like that. Alrighty. Now water, our water production is actually going up pretty fast, so let's get another water pump just in case. And that'll do. In terms of our food supply, I think we're really good on that one. I think it's just mostly water that we're kind of low on, but other than that, we're cool. I could also set up a couple more extra wells, because right now you see a lot of people thirsty because they only have one place they actually drink water from. So if I set some up around, because remember, these guys are growing through the map. I mean, we can't see it right now because, you know, it's early game for me. But as you can see, they're slowly starting to expand downwards, which is pretty cool. Oh, there it is, see? Example right there. So the pump is now up and running. We're producing 240, which is great. It also means we'll probably be drying out this land here pretty soon, but you know, it's fine. Now our farm, oh, that's done. So now we're gonna go ahead and start reaping the food that we went through. The stone hut collapse. Yo, oh, you know what? Again, I always forget this. I think they're gonna work on a system, is what I read, that, let me slow it down here. I think they're gonna work on a system that essentially automatically assigns somebody to a job in case you forget, and then you could go back in there and switch them out to somebody else. But if you build something like I just did right now a couple of times now, and I forget to assign people there, obviously the job won't get done. So it's up to you to kind of remember what you've been doing here. But unfortunately for me, since I'm also talking, it's a lot more difficult than it looks right now to keep my eye on stuff. Now for an engineer, I guess I'll go with somebody with power. I mean, you're going to be building or rebuilding buildings for me, so we'll go with that one. And let's see. We'll go with Chumbu. There you go. Alrighty, so now we have our engineers. If anything crumbles down, they will take care of it themselves. And how are we doing here? Our food supply, we're actually using up a lot of food now, but that's because we are growing. We're at 25 or 21 and 5 little kids over here. 5 little mouths that just eat, and play the entire time as opposed to being a productive member of my society. How you doing over here, huh? Harvest time? Are you harvesting? There we go. Here's our harvest coming in now. Come on. Are we? Oh, we're not even sped up. That's on me. Speed it up here. Bring my fucking food in, man. There you go. Yeah. Bring it in. And let's see. Why not add another fisherman pier where we're at it? I want to get to the point of this video, at least, where we see the water freeze up. Which, might be happening kind of soon. What part of the year are we at here at the moment? I should probably get the epicenter for that. Not the epicenter, but there's a weather forecast tower you could build to find out what's going to be coming down the pipeline here pretty soon. Let me get this fisherman pier up and running, though. There we go. Oh yeah, and those wells. I wanted to get those wells for more water for these fellas here. Let's see. I think I've built just about everything that we needed. We haven't done the cemetery, and people will be dying pretty soon. So, you know what? Let's get the cemetery up and running, too. Now, I don't want this to be too close to my people, you know? It's a sad sight, so let's kind of put it farther off over here. Cemetery, hang out over there. I don't need you hunting my little nuggets here as the civilization grows. Oh, good storm. Good storm. Look at that. Get out of here, Zeus! Thor, God of Thunder, get out of here! Oh yeah, and that little, I'm not sure if you guys heard the crackling of the thunder, that was also added as well. I don't think that was in the whole thing. So they've added a bunch of cool little new stuff here, but again, I would just be happy with a save feature for now. Our food production is really good, water supply is really good. Let's see about maybe that well that I talked about here. Keep talking about it, I never actually put it down. So we have one over there, let's build one, 15. 15, I saw a 15 around here. There you go. Now we don't have to travel too far. Has anybody actually died, you said? They're gonna start dying eventually. Oh, we're in autumn now. Or fall, so we should be seeing winter coming up pretty soon, and once that shows up, we'll wrap up the video. As I mentioned, I would love to play more, but without a save feature, it makes it really difficult because I have to sit here and play the entire time, and unfortunately, I can't do that. Cemetery? Oh, you're up and running, cool. Let's get ourselves a fucking mortician here. Let's get a young one. So you're going to be in charge of burying all the old people. As a matter of fact, you might be burying your parents here pretty soon. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that's just unfortunate how the thing goes here. Alrighty. So, oh, here we go. Snow time. Yeah. And now, this is what I was talking about. The water's actually freezing up now. It just slowly freezes in. A few citizens, what? Slipped in? Where did they slip? A few citizens slipped on ice this morning. Nobody expected the winter to start so soon. They slipped on ice. That's great. Hey, look at over here. So now the entire water is actually frozen over. But, as I mentioned, you could still actually fish, even if it's frozen over. Now, the problem is, I think what happened here is that we picked such a really good area to put up my evolution center. The winter's actually really short. Like, on my off-camera play, like, the winter, wherever I put my epicenter down, it actually lasted a while, so they were just kind of going out there in the snow and just fishing where everything completely frozen over. But now, in this little area that's set up over here, apparently the winter isn't really too long-lasting, which is great. So I actually picked up a really good one. No, see, you guys are starving for no reason because we have an eatery unless this person died. No, they're still here. Go get your ass to the eatery area, huh? How about that? There's a bunch of benches there. What about you? You're still harvesting or making the farming? Good. More stone huts? Oh, you know what? I forgot to add the extra fishermen. Of course I did. Of course I did. Of course I did. Chamba, go. Handle. There you go. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show off here with the new update to the Universim. Again, I'm keeping my eye out for all these updates. In case you already have this and you didn't see this update show up, you have to go to the beta tabs in the Steam thing. Go to the website for Universim, and there's like an update blog that tells you how to get this update, because it's supposed to be a shadow update, so not everybody got it unless you sign up for it, I suppose, because they're kind of like testing this update before they go into the save one. So there you guys have it, the Universim. I'm keeping my eye out, and whenever we get a possibility to actually play the game long term with saving, we shall do so. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you next time.